What up? What up? And welcome to another episode of the unofficial podcast of the National Football League, the world-famous and critically acclaimed 5-6 Kings podcast. My name's David Breen, and with me, as always, is my dear friend, co-host, and award-winning actor, Braden Bullard. Braden, how are you, man?
What a wonderful day!
What a wonderful day!
Good. That was good. I'm good. I'm fucking, it's wonderful.
Wonderful.
It's
Wonderful day.
Fantastic, bro. I'm feeling like I'm finally a part of a kingdom, you know? Like there's something bigger than me that I'm a part of.
Like Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Eagles. They're
Yeah.
fucking sick.
Dude.
I mean, they are America's bird. You ever think about that?
Every day of my life.
Right?
Every single day of my life, I think about how bald eagle is America's bird.
It's the epitome of what we stand for.
It is.
We're flying high and free.
It's why we're number one. Because of the bald eagle.
That's right. Just think, every other country has got to be so fucking jealous because we got the eagle.
Like, God damn it, look at that bird.
It's so beautiful.
God fucking damn it, look
majestic
at that bird.
and free. If only we had that eagle, maybe then we'd be like the United States.
Yeah.
You know?
If only.
But, hey, we got dibs. I mean, I know this movie is about the apes.
And the Eagles.
Yeah, but it's mainly about the fucking eagles,
It is
bro.
mostly about Eagles, this movie. It's mostly about Eagles, kind of about people. Apes get sprinkled in there.
Yeah. So I'm having a wonderful day, David. How are you doing?
I am all right.
Yeah.
I'm all right. Our unofficial partners, the National Football League, they released the schedule kind of shortly before we started recording here. Not a fan of the Dolphins' schedule, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
They have one 1 o'clock home game early in the season, and you're the Miami Dolphins, that's your home field advantage.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm the Dolphins, I say, there's going to be 4 games that we could potentially have in September. Give us all of them and make them all 1 o'clock games at home in September.
Yeah.
And then give us whatever we want for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
No, against good teams.
Well, I was going to say some teams from, like, up north.
Give us our toughest game. Give us the Bills.
Yeah.
Give us the fucking
give
whoever
them the
else is
heat.
coming. Yeah. Put them in the heat. Make them do it. But they didn't do that. They have the Jaguars, who are going to be pretty used to the heat.
Yeah.
They're going to have them week 1, and then a night game against the Bills at home. But they play the Bills week 9.
Oh.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
If they had to go to Buffalo for a Blizzard game and lose home field advantage week 1, I'd have been pissed.
That would have been fucking
I'd have
terrible.
been real pissed.
Yeah.
And they have 2 late season games, one in Cleveland, week 17, and then the Jets, week 18. It could be snow in both of those places.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too good.
Nah. I mean, Dolphins are.
Doesn't sound like the Dolphins are having a wonderful day.
It doesn't. But they'll go 13-4. You know, I'm not worried.
It's like I feel like they have a pretty steady average, like from season to season. I feel like from more than most teams, or I could be wrong, but if I just had to guess off of, like, I don't know, my experience of watching a little bit of football, it seems like every season they have a very similar record.
So lately they're building the team for long-term, like sustainability, long-term success.
Build it up.
And I like that's why, like, a lot of people are upset that Christian Wilkins and Robert Hunt left this offseason.
Yeah.
I'm not. Like, I like both of them, but Robert Hunt got $20 million a year. Christian Wilkins got $27.5. You can't build out a good roster if you're paying interior linemen that kind of money. You got to draft well.
Yeah. What does that do for, like, someone like the coach? Like, do you think sometimes, depending on the contract that the coach gets, that they might not play that long ball, the long game like you're talking about? If they're trying to keep maybe their job or something like that?
It all depends on how hot the coach's seat is.
Okay.
Like, if the coach and the GM, if it's like, hey, we win this year or you're gone.
Yeah.
Like, if that's what Stephen Ross said to Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we need to win it all this year or I'm replacing you guys after next season.
Yeah.
They would have kept Christian Wilkins. They would have kept Robert Hunt.
Yeah.
They would have said, all right, whatever. We'll pay them the money. We'll keep them.
But
it seems
like...
go on. Because they could have fucked themselves in the long term and gone all in this year.
Yeah.
And really had a very similar roster that they had last year, which wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
and instead they they're still a playoff team for sure.
Yeah, so just the GM of like the team kind of oversight kind of that and try to plan those things together.
GM, so the way the Dolphins have it set up, teams are different. Like when Belichick was in New England, he did everything.
Yeah.
He's like, we're not hiring a GM that's going to pick the team for me. I'm doing it all.
Yeah.
The GM builds the team. Coach coaches it. The coach has input.
Yeah.
But it's the GM, and he has a team of scouts.
Yeah.
They do draft. They do free agent signing.
Yeah.
They
So
do
you would think the
contracts.
GM would give the coach a longer contract if he thinks that he's trying to build up the team in a long term kind of.
Yeah, and that's what the Dolphins are doing right now.
Nice.
So they didn't extend McDaniel's contract. It's whatever he signed for is 5 or 6 years.
Okay. Yeah.
However many to start his career, but their build, the way they're doing this roster right now, I like it because they'll be competitive for the foreseeable future.
Nice.
Yeah.
So when do you think is the year that we really pop off?
Who knows?
Okay.
Could be this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be next year. Could be a couple years from now.
Nice.
This year, they'll have some money opening up in June, June 2nd. They'll have $18.5 million come on the books because they cut Xavier Howard. They can extend Tua and create some space on the contract this year
Yeah.
to where they can go out and still get a few very good players and fill out the roster, and they can compete this year.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but that's not why people came here. People came here to hear about Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Guys, there will be immediate spoilers.
Oh yeah.
If you plan on seeing it and don't want us to spoil anything for you, so long.
Yeah.
It's nice knowing you. Come on back after you see it.
Yeah. And even though there's going to be spoilers, David, we do have some numbers up if you do want to get some guesses.
150 was War 4.
Yep. 170 was Dawn. I forget what Rise was, but it was way under that.
Yeah, it was less than both.
Probably like 90 or something, if I had to guess.
I think this movie should have cost less than War, so I'm gonna say like 125.
It was actually more.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know where that money. It was a visually spectacular
It was
movie.
spectacular.
Yeah, but I don't know where that money would have
But
gone.
there wasn't that, like, other than...
CGI can't cost that much money.
You know, I'm sure it does cost a pretty penny, but yeah, not to what we're talking about.
How much is it?
$160 million.
Yeah, that's kind of nonsense.
Yeah, but guess how much they've already grossed, dude? It's just been basically the first week. Less than 1 week. Be tomorrow 1 week.
They haven't made a profit yet, have they?
Close.
All right, 150?
141.
141.
Dude.
They happy with that first week?
Fucking better be, bro.
Yeah.
They fucking better be. And, you know, I always think that they're just trying to either mimic some of the old stories to a degree or keep it in the same kind of limelight, because it doesn't seem like they're changing up the script ideas like too much. And like, dude, Planet of the Apes is, you know, I've seen all the movies when I was young and stuff, but obviously you don't really remember all the ins and outs. I kind of got like a little recap on some of them the other day because I was interested, and it just I was like, what, are you fixing that, or are you just fucking are you fucking with me?
I mean, I was fixing that, and
then you were like,
and then I was
yeah.
like, well, I'm just gonna keep going.
Let's see how long it takes.
All right, you were getting caught up on Planet of the Apes.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It seems like there's a bit of repetition between the franchises with kind of like the overall story, right? And we've come to see, you know, this is now the fourth installment of this franchise. There's been like 3 different franchises, but a lot of them think that it's really all almost one timeline, which is kind of cool, but they're still separate franchises. But there's a lot of similarities between all of the movies. There's been like, I think 12 movies or 13 movies. I think there was 5 in the first franchise, a few in the other, and then now there's 4 in this one.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Huh.
That's too many movies.
Too many movies, bro.
There's too many ape
They
movies.
did 5 of them before like 1975, and then there was like a bunch of spin-offs and shit. Then there was like one. Then there was the Mark fucking Wahlberg one, and that one everyone hated it, and then they haven't touched it until this new franchise. But there's a lot of similarities, and I'm sure we'll get into some of them. But it just shows that they're gonna keep producing more, dude. The more that they keep making money, which they always make a profit.
So they're definitely making at least 2 more. I read.
Yeah. for sure. I don't doubt it for a second.
No, like that's already like it's the studio signed off on it. They're making,
Which is great.
Yeah, they're making 3 like carrying on here with this story now.
Nice. Yeah. So there's a little bit of ratings in, David, too. You wanna go over these ratings?
Of course, always.
Man. Dude, IMDb give it a 7.3 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes give it an 81%. Metacritic gave it a 66%. And them Google users give it an 89%.
What'd you give it?
Dude, after thinking about it, this I'm going to give it a 7.1. 7.1 is what I give it.
Yeah, I give it a 6.
Yeah.
Definitely the worst out of the 4.
Same, yeah, I agree.
Without a doubt,
yeah.
Worst out of the 4.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to make it seem like I fucking knew, but like I just felt like,
sure you are.
Yeah, I mean, I did call it a little bit, but it's not because I'm like, oh, I fucking know all movies. It's because movies are getting a bit predictable. It's easier to sell it to maybe producers or studios when maybe some of the ideas aren't too far-fetched and it's easier for the audience to follow along or understand. I don't want that, dude. I want it quick. Show me a lot. We're spending too much time on small shit. And there's times where we could spend more time to showcase the world. I get that. But this is me cherry picking. Obviously, it's still a great movie. Go watch it. You guys will probably love it. Visually spectacular. They did a fantastic job filmmaking-wise. No, you don't think so?
You just said it's still a great movie.
Well,
it's
it is
great.
Yeah, I mean,
great. You gave it a 7. You gave it a C-, my guy.
Yeah, no, totally. But this is like from what I want to see more than me trying to cherry pick on some of their creative choices. And that's why I'm saying for the filmmaking aspect, it's still a great movie, but I agree with you where it's not.
Most people, you're doing air quotes, and most people don't watch. Our downloads on the audio
kind of like
are far over the number of views on YouTube.
No, yeah.
All right.
Besides the Rambo episode,
you can't pander to except Rambo. Rambo fucking crushed it.
Yeah, the algorithm picked it up. They're like,
fuck yeah,
and then they found out it's not for
people.
Kids, and they're like, too many kids saw that. We gotta
tone it back. Stop at 70,000 views.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll get into some of the things, but I say great because I think they did a great job in the filmmaking department, like making the movie, and visually it's stunning and everything. But the creative choices when it comes to the writing, the storytelling, I feel like they could have chose differently, and I felt like it was just too easy. Like
I sat next to Braden. He wasn't stunned at any point.
No, I wasn't. Right? I wasn't.
He's throwing out big words here.
I'm just saying that because I get like what goes into making.
It was
a film
cool.
Like this. Yeah, it is.
At no point, Braden was like,
no, yeah, I was never like, yes, that's what I wanted. I was never like that. I and that's the thing. I knew what was coming.
William H. Macy came on the screen? Then you were like, yes.
Who's William?
It's the old man.
Yeah.
William H. Macy makes an appearance. Braden's like, that's my guy.
He's fucking great.
He was in Wild Hogs.
Yeah. He's fucking. No, I mean, he was
stunning.
Yeah. It was whatever, dude. I don't know. I mean, and some of the choices, that's why I didn't like. Some of the creative choices, the writing, the storytelling, I just felt like they could have made a few different decisions. But once again, this is still part of the same franchise, but this is like their way of, like in Star Wars, dude, when they brought now Rey into the picture and stuff. And the first one is usually not the best when they're starting out like a new storyline to the franchise because they're trying to build on to this story, but they still brought the story full circle. I just didn't really like certain decisions that they made. That's my little rant. We'll get into some of the specifics.
I didn't like a lot of the movie.
Yeah.
Freya Allen was incredible, though. Stunning.
Dude.
Incredible.
It just so happens the one
amazing
human is beautiful, is drop dead,
real
gorgeous. I'm sorry, was that too much?
Do you really think I have a shot with her?
Yeah, I said that like 10 times.
There we go. Freya, I know you're watching. I don't know where you live. I don't know if you dated Superman in the past.
Yeah. Henry Cavill for all.
But I'm a way better person than he is.
Yeah,
I'm positive about that.
That's what I was telling David.
I am fucking positive.
I was like, dude, he might have a great British accent, but he doesn't have shit on you, bro.
He may be able to fly around the world and
yeah,
shit.
be like
Be Superman.
yeah.
But you'll have way more fun with me, Freya.
Dude,
All right?
David,
way more fun.
That's a top-notch guy right there.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And Braden is an excellent judge of character.
Thank you. Henry Cavill is just, yeah. I mean, he might be Superman, but
I'm a man's man.
but I heard he's got small balls.
Oh.
I've never heard that,
You know I only have consensual sex?
dude. And that is something.
Call me old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Something I don't know that he can say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just hard to get that type of respect out of a man these days.
Yeah.
Especially the British one.
Yeah. Only consensual with me.
Yeah. That's what you get here in America. You get real American men.
Having consensual sex.
Yeah. Not any of this hybrid sex that Planet of the Apes totally missed out on. I was trying to tell David right before we saw the
I'm
film.
saying I don't rape anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Nothing
great.
about animals.
No.
Humans.
Yeah, totally.
I don't rape humans.
So yeah, listen.
All right.
I'm not saying if there was a monkey there that you would fuck it.
I might.
Yeah, but you would at least get consent.
It's not necessarily.
Oh,
I don't know how a monkey consents.
well,
so,
some sign language.
I would assume the monkey was down, so I would just go for it.
Because she squatted and she showed you her behind.
Yeah, just kind of hanging out, but
Yeah.
I just assume the monkey wants it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a monkey. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I mean that's usually how it goes. Anytime
A human has sex with an animal?
anytime you're interacting with a monkey, you're getting the.
We made it clear I've never interacted with a monkey, Braden. Because I said I've never been in that situation.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're on.
We
there.
can't backtrack.
Yeah. My
And
bad.
say that it happens all the time. Let's talk movie.
Let's get into it, David. Let's fucking.
I didn't like the movie.
Let's swing in, bro. You know, I just wish that we would have got more. And
The movie starts and they're getting fucking eagle eggs.
dude, did I not call it though? I literally said they're gonna open.
You didn't
up.
say eagle eggs.
I didn't say eagle eggs.
You
I
didn't
said,
say shit about eagle eggs. You
I
fucking
said-
liar.
To try to repeat myself as quickly as I can, I said they were gonna start in like an abandoned city, kind of searching all this shit, and then they were gonna come across, or they were gonna come back, and their village is gonna be basically burnt down. They're gonna take the villagers wherever, and then he's gonna go out to find the villagers, and that's when he's gonna find May, the fucking woman, and then they're gonna get captured or some shit, go to the thing, and then they're gonna try and free the village.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what all of the previews showed.
That's what I'm saying though, and
So,
that's
yeah.
that's not because I'm like some wizard. It's because they showed too much in the trailer, and it's because writing is getting so, I don't know, very verbatim.
They're making
is
a
the
new
best way to put
Alien
it.
movie.
And that looks the exact fucking same. It is verbatim the exact one from the original. I mean, it's like in the trailer, verbatim. They literally are making the main woman look exactly like the main woman from the original. I forget her name. She's a great actress. Forgive me. But like she was going to give a fuck. You didn't get my name right.
I gotta look it up now.
Nah, she's
Just
gonna
talk.
find me
Just
out.
talk. Do
Yeah.
whatever you're doing.
Hey, listen, I'm not a performing monkey like these monkeys in the fucking movie, David. You can't just tell me.
Sigourney Weaver.
That was pretty good, though, right?
Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, man.
Starred in Aliens. So the eagle eggs are really important. There's some kind of ceremony that we never see.
Never seen
They're up there like trying to get eagle eggs, and Noah, who's like the Caesar of this movie, he's like, I'm gonna go to the top nest, and it's super dangerous, and you're like, oh, maybe this is where the ape dies, and he does, and he gets the egg.
Yep.
He gets the egg so quickly.
Dude, I'm not going to say that these shots are pretty cool. I did like the way that they built the setting, you know, the all of the set design and everything, and it actually reminded me a little bit of a few dreams I've had. I know that's, hey, don't mic drop on me. Maybe I am going to be in like the new film or something, and I'm going to be, yeah, that's where my mind went.
Because you dreamt similar scenes that are in this movie, so they're gonna. So the people who make Planet of the Apes should be like, "This guy's a dreamer."
Well, it's all about the paradox.
Guys, this kid's dreamer. Let's put him in the movie.
He's seeing the future. It's a paradox, David, and that's exactly what the Planet of the Apes is all about.
Jesus Christ, man!
The coincidence and the irony of.
Also, I don't fucking believe that you had dreams about the fucking movie.
Not about the movie, about the setting.
Yeah, I don't fucking believe you.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
I wasn't acting like a monkey. I'm just saying it literally brought back memories from my dreams.
Oh, this is my dream.
Yep.
This is my dream, guys.
Yep. I know. I'm special.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, it's hard to believe sometimes, David, that I am the chosen one.
You're more of a prankster than Southwest Airlines over here, man. Guys, if you aren't aware, Southwest Airlines, there's some pranksters apparently.
Yeah,
there's this commercial in the movie theaters where these people are at a bar that just seems awful. There's also nobody there, and it's like a fucking TV set, and they're like they have a coat check and they charge for hangers. And they're charging you per ice cube, and people are like, wow, this is crazy. And then some representative from Southwest Airlines walks out and says, I'm with Southwest Airlines, and you just experienced the worst bar ever. And they're like, what? Oh, my God, that's crazy. I don't fucking understand what's happening.
It's all fake.
I don't understand what's happening. If that happened to any real person, they'd be like, what?
Yeah. Okay.
Why are you involved with this, Southwest Airlines?
So I'm gonna go.
Yeah. All right. Can I have my fucking coat back?
This is odd.
Yeah. Fucking Southwest Airlines. Where we at? Noah has a dad that he's afraid of.
But he also seems like a good guy.
Yeah, but he was hard on.
Much to teach, much to learn. I'm like, all right, Mr. Fucking.
Noah did it. This pissed me off. He walked up. Guys, by the way, all of the apes talk.
Yeah.
They do sign language as well, which I told you I'm fine with if they do it some, if all of them talk, and all of them talk.
And this is supposed to be about 300 to 400 years in the future.
But Noah walks up to where his dad is, and he does like a off of his head, like a sign. And on the screen it said, Father, Birdmaster.
I actually didn't see
or
that.
Or Father, Master of Birds. I was like, what? There's no way that's the sign for that.
Father,
Fuck
Master
you.
of Birds.
No, he just did one.
Oh.
He just did one. He didn't do if he did multiple things, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, and
he
it's
did
like
one motion, and it was Father, Master of Birds. Fuck you.
Well, it's funny that they even thought that they needed us to see that in words because he is literally, obviously, the king of this village, and he is literally surrounded by hundreds of eagles.
He's not the king of the village.
He's the eagle master.
He is the master of birds.
Yeah, but
have you learned fucking nothing from this movie, man?
That's what I'm saying, though.
You're over here giving them these fake titles.
Bro,
they don't have a king of
title.
the village. They're a clan. They're the Eagle Clan, and he's the master of birds. Get with the fucking program, Braden.
My bad.
Eagle Clan, master of birds. Master of birds, Eagle Clan.
Ah, that's yeah, my bad.
Keep the fuck up. Freya Allen is like looting, and she cracks the egg that Noah got, and he's like, I gotta get a new egg.
Well, it's funny because this is like as if Noah is Elliot from E.T. and they're just stumbling upon a fucking alien for the first time, and they connect eyes just like E.T. did in the fucking woods, and they're like, Meh! And she runs out, and he tried to run, and she gets away. She's like so much faster and wittier.
Kind of exactly like that.
Yeah.
I was kind of annoyed when you started doing that because I was like, no, it wasn't. And I'm like, yeah, it totally was. Totally was.
Thanks. Yeah, and so he was like freaked out too. Like, as if he's not more dominant than a human.
But he's just never seen one.
Yeah,
it's
I get
totally, it's like seeing a fucking alien.
Yeah.
Elliot could have fucked E.T. up, but...
I don't know, bro.
Oh, he totally could have.
E.T. would have...
E.T. was like...
And then Elliot would have passed out.
Elliot just starts fucking beating the shit out of him. E.T.'s not doing shit. So the big thing is she cracked like the eagle's egg that he had.
And that's what he's upset about.
And he goes off.
He's not like, I need to notify the village that there was a human breaking in.
No, he doesn't get to become a fucking eagle master.
Exactly.
It's at fucking daylight. They're doing the ceremony.
And they said, oh, we'll have to wait till next season. You're like, all right, dude, like what's 6 months or a year? But they're like...
He's like, I'm not waiting a fucking year.
Yeah.
Suck my dick. I've been waiting my whole life for this shit.
Yeah.
This fucking cunt wants me to wait a year?
Yeah.
Hell no.
So then what does he say? He's like, I'm going out and getting a new egg. I'll find it in the middle of the night.
But the big bad apes roll through. One of his boys was going off to find humans because they brought a blanket covered in human blood, and they're like, we gotta fucking kill him.
Yeah.
And the bad apes killed his boy, but the boy took down a few bad apes on the way.
It's kind of more like, I feel like the dad's boy, but someone who's almost like a father figure kind of to him.
They don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Who's that for? They don't know shit. All right.
Someone who's seen the movie.
They
like,
know.
Wait a minute.
They know what we fucking tell them. All right.
That's right.
So the guy gets killed, and all the other apes. Then they're like, "Oh, there's got to be more of them. Search out." And then New Caesar's fucking Noah, his horse like walks out, and they're like, "Oh, look at this horse!" And the guy electrocutes the horse, and the horse runs. And he's like, "Follow the horse."
Yeah. So we see they got electro sticks. Yeah. Be pretty cool, bro. Electro sticks. I bet you wish you
it's
had
like a cattle prod.
Yeah, but you don't have an electro. You don't have an electro stick.
You say it like it's a never before seen thing ever.
Hey,
It's
don't deny how cool the electro
like
sticks
it was
are.
like the sword from Halo. Like they were using that. Like
Okay, so there was actually one part I'll say really quick before I forget,
Oh, my
where the gorilla.
where Braden dreamt that the gorilla did this before it happened.
Yes, and the gorilla said something. I think he said, "Chase them" or something like that. And he's. I'm gonna look up the voice actor for this because I am positive.
James Earl Jones.
Was it James Earl Jones who was no? There's no way. But I'm almost. It sounded identical to one of the Covenant from Halo. So I'll have to do my due diligence, look it up. But
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to because you just fucking brought that to the table.
yeah, and it just sounded so much like it. I don't know, David, if you were ever really deep into Halo.
I don't know what that fucking thing's name was.
Yeah, actually, I don't know what his name was either. Did he have? He didn't have a name. I don't think.
Fuck you for throwing this stuff out there.
Someone else is gonna hear it and they're like, dude, that's exactly what I thought. So it's gonna pay off.
No one's gonna hear shit and say shit.
There's gonna be one person
All right?
out there.
No one's gonna hear shit or say shit.
So David, really quick, I gotta say,
the big bads, they go and they lay waste to the village and they take everyone hostage, but they kill Noah's dad.
Yeah.
Noah tries to fight him off, he can't.
There's a cool little scene between the two apes versus the gorilla, and the gorilla's just
He's fucking
them
them
up.
Yeah, kills Noah's dad, almost kills Noah, and then Noah wakes up in the morning and buries his dad.
Yeah.
What do you want to tell
Well,
me?
after this scene, you might think it a little bit, but director Wes Ball's pitch for the film was Apocalypto 2006, but with apes.
I never thought that.
I never thought that either.
Never once.
Apocalypto is fucking crazy, dude.
Never once did I think that.
Like, oh,
Wes
yeah.
Ball, suck my ball.
Wes Ball, you dropped the ball, bro, on that one.
Noah goes off. He's like, I gotta go find my people. He promises his dad after he buries him. He's like,
I mean, he wakes up in PTSD. Everything's burnt to a fucking crisp. His dad's fucking dead. But he recovers pretty well. And he sets off on his journey.
Recovers too well.
Yeah. A little too quick.
He goes out looking for his people. He comes across an orangutan.
Yeah.
That, like, he falls into a trap that the orangutan sent, and then he explains how he's
Why
not
does
one
some
of the-
orangutans have different faces?
Just in case.
Oh, okay. Just
in case they gotta have a different face.
Yeah.
Then they better have a different face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's some
because, like,
orangutans
if
like
you
that.
need to have a different face,
Yeah.
you fucking better
Yeah.
have a different face.
This guy had to have been James Earl. Dude, this guy had like that type of voice, you know?
Yeah, I do know.
Yeah. I mean, he spoke
It's
perfect.
not. It was a big black guy though.
Yeah.
It was Rocca.
Yeah. Peter McCon.
Peter McCon.
Snap, dude. Fucking great voice, man. I'm sure everyone's telling you that.
No one's told him that in his life. You're the first. Really helping this boy out. And
they're in a sick ass mall. And this is what I actually thought. Especially once we got to this point, or really even before, as Noah's walking through what I'm guessing is old San Fran. Is why do they build big skyscrapers made out of sticks when there's literally hundreds of skyscrapers that they could live in?
Just in case.
Yeah.
Because if they need one, they better have one.
Yeah.
Braden.
Yeah.
They fucking better.
Yeah. Well, it seemed like a missed opportunity because it's like, oh, dude, if you guys were in the skyscrapers and these monkeys that came and fucked you guys up, would have been a little bit more difficult. They just had like 2 skyscrapers and they were just straight up, so all they had to do was like light it on fire. And I was just thinking the whole time, like, if I'm Eagle Master,
Nope.
Bird Master, Master of the Birds. Fuck.
Master of Birds.
Master of Birds.
Eagle Clan. Master of Birds. Get with the fucking program.
I'd be like, this is the spot, guys. There's fucking endless homes set
Yeah,
up.
just in case they wanted to have
Their own
those
setup.
skyscrapers.
There was
yeah.
a nice waterfall in the back, too. That was probably it.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was great. You don't leave a spot like that. You find a spot like that, you keep it.
Yeah. But Raka's speaking perfect English, and he's kind of telling Noah all the shit that he doesn't know, which is that, like,
No one does know about Caesar.
Yeah.
So, like, we learned that, like, Caesar hasn't been taught to all of the apes going forward. Like,
Or at least, yeah.
There's generations of apes who didn't know Caesar existed.
Yeah.
And so the bad apes kept saying for Caesar, and Raka's like, they
Twist his words.
It's disgusting that they're doing this in his name. They're twisting his words and doing that.
Yeah. And he's kind of teaching Noah some shit. But we learn that Raka's completely by himself. And that's when Noah kind of tells him, like, what he's doing. And then Raka, like, joins him.
Raka, it's great. Raka's, like, saying a bunch of stuff to him, and Noah just goes, yeah, I really got to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Raka's like,
a lot of important shit, too.
He's like, oh, all right. And then, like, they're walking, and then they're seeing Freya Allen, and Noah's like, get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
And Raka's like, what are you doing? He's like, it's her. She fucking broke my egg. And he's like, come on. He's like, she's been following you? He's like, yeah. He goes, I'm going to come with you. He's like, no, come on. He's like, I won't slow you down. And then they're riding horses, and he's like, will you slow down?
Yeah, they come to find out Raka's got his own horse.
Yeah.
And now they're making fire, and then she shows back up again, and Raka...
Nope.
Huh?
No.
Oh, what we got?
There was a bird overhead.
Following them, yeah.
And he's like, birds follow you too? And I was like, yeah, it's our thing. We sing to them. He goes, oh.
Yeah.
Well, sing the song, please. He goes, no. My father sang the song, and I'm not him. And Raka said, it's a shame. I would have liked to have heard the song. And then the scene's over.
Yeah, and that's
The
what I'm...
scene is fucking over at that point.
There's a lot of shit that I feel like is redundant in its fashion of like getting us to understand the world. Like, I feel like it's easier for us as the audience to kind of already know the world that you're kind of in. You guys don't have to overly describe and give us that's some fucking balance right there, David.
Yeah, keep talking. Don't fuck with the flow.
Oh, I'm not fucking with the flow. I'm just saying that's some superior balance. Something
You're fucking with the flow.
Something that apes wouldn't have. But listen, what was the flow? What was I getting to?
Yeah, you fucked with your flow. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
Not my flow. Can't fuck with my flow.
there is no flow there. That's fucking perfectly
Yeah.
still.
You're fucking with your own flow. But yeah, it's dumb writing. The dialogue was all just bullshit.
A lot
weird.
of useless scenes, I would say, where it's like, okay, you're just trying to build the world, but we're already in the world. We don't need a lot of those little things. But now we're at the campfire, and then she shows up, and Rock is like giving her apples, and then she kind of like comes out of the woods of the dark, and we see that she is fucking gorgeous. It's like the one human that's
gorgeous and not anywhere near as dirty as she should be.
Yes, and it's funny because, well, I guess it's the next scene. We see a bunch of other humans, and they are filthy.
Filthy, like, look like cavemen humans.
Yeah.
And there was zebras drinking out of a stream.
I think
And she's with them now. She rode on the horse with them to this place. She's part of the crew.
Yeah.
It just sort of happens quickly. So they get there. Noah sees the humans. And Noah, I love this.
Yeah.
Noah's like, all right, I'm out. And Rocco's like, what are you talking about? He goes, well, she's going to be with the humans, and you're going to teach them about that Caesar guy you won't stop talking about. He's like, so it's great. I'm just going to roll. He's like, okay. And then he hands him like the fucking necklace he was wearing. He was like, keep it to remember Caesar. And he's like, I totally will.
Yeah.
And then he starts riding off, and we hear,
and all the dumb humans are like, what the fuck is that? Without
and
speaking.
then this would be, imagine this happening. This would be fucking terrifying.
Oh, it'd be terrifying.
The
And
humans, they're just surrounded by apes on fucking horses, and they have like nets and spears and shit.
yeah.
Be like, oh my God.
This is-
I would fucking off myself right then and there.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I am not dealing with whatever's about to happen here.
This is a huge callback to basically all the other films, because we see it always going back and forth from one film to another, whether it's the humans doing it to the monkeys or the monkeys doing it to the humans. And I still felt like, yeah, it was a cool scene. Could have for this they could have gotten a little bit more fucked up,
Sexy.
yeah. But just a little bit more fucked
like
up.
they could have been raping the humans as they were doing it.
That would have been great for you. I would have least liked
Not
to
for
see.
me?
Well,
Not for
no,
you?
no, I'm not saying not for me. I'm just saying I would have least liked to
Yeah,
see.
so don't put it on me.
Well, I'm not saying that.
All right, it wouldn't have been great for
Well,
me.
I'm saying at
I would
least.
have been like, oh shit, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that's everything you wanted.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that's what you said. You said this movie's getting a 6.
I didn't say it's everything I wanted.
Oh.
I said this movie needs to have a scene like that, and no, I didn't say rape. I said this movie needs to have a scene,
a sex scene.
a consensual sex scene.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That would have been everything I wanted.
Yeah, yeah.
A rape scene would have been cool.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, oh shit, they're showing gorilla rape.
And I did tell David this, but I'll just say it to the viewer really quick. In the Mark Wahlberg movie, they actually did film a sex scene, apparently, with the fucking main woman ape of that movie. And which is crazy because there was a woman human in that film, and there was times where she would be like helping him or something where there could have been sexual tension, and Mark Wahlberg was like, no. Like straight up just like, nah, fuck you. And then like he would be with the woman ape, and he would just be like all flirty and like really touchy-feely kind of shit. And they ended up kissing. They kept that in the film, but they had a sex scene where they created a hybrid baby, but because it would have made the rating rated R, they had to take it out. What a missed opportunity.
I love that Mark Wahlberg
Was down.
filmed a sex. No, not that he was down. Whatever.
Okay.
It was early career.
Oh, I would have done it.
Big budget movie. And he's not really fucking an ape.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
He's filming a sex scene with a human in an ape costume. But I just love that there's a scene where Mark Wahlberg is having sex with an ape that just has never been seen.
No, yeah.
He filmed that scene for no one to ever see it.
And I would have loved to also see like the interaction of him being told that, because Marky Mark at that time, dude, his whole marketing
Here's exactly what would have happened.
This bad boy.
Here's exactly what would have happened. They would have shown him the scene. Bad boys fuck apes.
That's right.
That's for goddamn sure.
That's what I would have. That's what I'm saying. I would have wanted to see Marky Mark been like, I'll fuck an ape.
They showed him that in the script.
I'll fuck the shit out of that ape.
They showed him that in the script, and he was like, as long as it's not an Asian American, I'm fine. Because I fucking hate Asian Americans.
Didn't he do something like that? Or
he beat the shit out of a Korean man.
See, there's so much shit you hear
youth.
and then you forget about it. Yeah.
In his youth, the guy might have lost an eye. He might be he fucked the guy the fuck up.
That's the type of guy Mark
because he was Korean. Because he was Korean. Mark Wahlberg's an awful person.
Dude.
He just goes around with his Ash Wednesday ashes on his forehead, and he's like, look.
He can also
I'm not going to rub my Catholicism in anyone's face, but I'm not going to hide it from anyone either.
Ash Wednesday,
with the
baby.
fucking ashes on his forehead. Like, okay. Couldn't have done this on a Thursday, Mark.
And listen, he can do at least 40 pull-ups, right? He'll go on any talk show and do at least 40 pull-ups. And full ones, too. Full real ones. 40 real ones. That's what he says. It's got me hot, David. That's where I draw the line. Not him
not with the Asian hate.
No.
You draw it over him saying he can do 40 pull-ups.
He just thinks he's so cool. No, he is pretty cool. So that's why they put him in the ape movie, and they were like,
so the gorillas are rounding up the people and catching them in nets, and Freya Allen is for some reason more important than the other ones. They really want her, and they see her. She runs, and she's in some tall grass hiding, and they spread out to try and get her. And she sees Noah on a horse. They're calling her Nova, And the orangutan was like, we're going to call her Nova. That's what we call all humans. I don't know why. It's because fucking Maurice called that girl Nova, and they had triples of a Nova. They had triples of a Roadrunner, triples of a Barracuda, and triples of a Nova.
Yeah.
And Noah starts screaming, Nova! And he can't see her, and she's in between him and the other apes trying to get her, and she's like, fuck, what do I do? And then he's looking the other way, and then she stands up and screams Noah. And he looks over. He rides to her. The ape chases. They get out of there.
Yeah.
They get out of there, and then he's like, hey, orangutan.
The gorilla almost got that.
She fucking talk. Yeah, gorilla almost, but he didn't.
He didn't.
They got the fuck out of there. Of course, he almost got her.
Yeah.
It'd been bad if they got out by, there was no conflict. They just got out, and he's like, shit.
And this is kind of like the Jurassic Park scene with the Velociraptors from the second Jurassic movie where they're going through the corn grass. And there's like a bunch of Velociraptors, and then just the main humans get out.
There we go. The non-main humans, they get fucking raptor killed.
Yeah.
So they're like, you talk. And she's like, yeah, I talk. And they're like, all right. I forget. I don't think anything important happens here. Then they're like, let's go further. They get to this bridge, and it was a trap.
Yeah.
Apes surround him on all sides. They get him. The orangutan presumably dies, gets swept away in the river, and they take Noah and May. She says her name's May. Freya Allen. They take both of them hostage and take them to this beachside pirate craziness thing going on.
Yeah, and one thing I want to just touch on really quick is that they're
touch it.
Oh, I'll fucking touch it. They're walking on the beach, and you see off to the side that there's basically like a kingdom, but really just kind of like a camp kind of set up with a bunch of other monkeys. But it shows that there's
apes.
Shows that there's a big beach of sand that is between them and the water. So I just wanted to touch on that because the way this movie kind of comes full circle to me is, I don't know, kind of bullshit, but we'll get into it. So they get brought there, and then now they're in like a coliseum almost. Not really a coliseum, but just the way it's set up. There's like a bridge or like a wall that's separating them from the actual ocean, and they're on the beachfront. That's kind of, there's like a fucking ship that's blocking them on one side and a wall that's blocking on the other side. So there's like a little cul-de-sac kind of thing, and there's this one little like, I don't even know what you would call it, platform where Proxima Caesar ends up, before that,
all of Noah's people are there, and he just reconnects with them.
Yeah, he connects with them. We see that Freya Allen ends up meeting up with the fucking one dude.
William H. Macy.
Yeah, and
he's like, I read Roman history to the king.
And we got warm water.
And we're going to teach you how to do it, too. Because I'm all shaky and old, and I'm going to die soon.
And we find out that's the whole reason.
We need someone to teach the king.
Yeah.
When I'm gone.
That's the whole reason why they went after her is because she's smart, and the Proxima Caesar wants to use her for her intelligence.
Yeah. He wants to learn. He can't read. He's a fucking ape. They're smart apes.
He's the best character in this film.
But
by far for me.
She is.
No way, bro.
She's beautiful, and we're going to end up together, all right? Don't you dare say a bad word about her. I will fuck you up.
You know.
I will fuck you up.
I love
Freya Allen. She's the best.
Proxima Caesar, he's so great. But the actor,
it's the guy from Walking Tall.
He killed it.
Who's like, you're going to get hurt.
But yeah, and so we're there. They see that that his entire village is there.
Special forces, special treatment. He's that guy. That guy.
So
that's
great.
the better part of that movie. I was like, I know the you're gonna get hurt part isn't my favorite thing he does. Special forces, special treatment.
He's great. It's a long time coming for him to get a big time role like this.
Fucking lunatic.
He's had big roles, but this is probably his biggest role, and kills it.
Special forces, special treatment is his biggest role. All right.
Yeah. I would hope
Hamilton's operation is at the mill, all right? It's at the mill.
I hope he's in an interview and they're like, so how does it feel that this is like, the epitome of your career? And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was starring alongside The Rock.
If any reporter ever said that to any actor, actor, I hope they would just say something else that they thought was bigger. Pick something smart. Like, fuck you.
I'd be like,
the pinnacle of my career. Fuck you.
have you seen the big frozen gumshoe?
Yeah. Like, boom. There we go.
Yeah, I know that Dragon Ball Z is pretty cool, but like,
Have you seen the big frozen gumshoe? Do you not recognize how important appetizers are? Because it's what the fucking world revolves around, all right?
the future is
We
built
need
on
fucking apps.
It's so great.
Great movie.
Yeah, fucking fantastic. No one saw that coming either.
No one.
What a
It's
surprise.
I was like, what? The fuck out of here. Fucking apps.
Shout out to Kat and Brady.
And Brady.
You guys are great.
Made a hell of a film.
Yep.
So
this is when Proxima Caesar shows up.
he
now.
comes out and he gives his speech.
What a wonderful day! And then all the monkeys, what a wonderful day! Are we thankful for the words of Caesar?
We are thankful for the words of Caesar.
Do we bend our heads? And then everyone, we bend our heads. And then he's what a wonderful day!
And then he's like, all right, that's the vault right there.
Yeah.
Let's get in.
Yeah.
And then, they start exploding stuff on the vault, and everyone's pulling, and then the chains snap, and it hits them.
They electrocute the chains, too, to think, I guess think it's going to melt it, and it starts doing it. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, maybe they get in.
Electricity. They say some of the words a little weird. That's the reason why I kind of said it like that, because we get to, it doesn't work, and we get to this next
chain
scene.
snaps and, fucks up a bunch of apes, and he goes, maybe stronger tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they just do this every day.
Yeah.
Every day they try to get into that fucking thing. They can't fucking do it. And it's like, all right, well, we'll do again tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's either... so we go to this next scene where we...
At what point do those apes stop getting so pumped when he comes out every day?
Yeah.
At what point are they like, we're not going to fucking do it, dude?
Well, this is the reason why I'm a little confused. They should have touched on this just a little bit more, right? So we see all the monkeys now have a red. This is actually very similar to Scar King, fucking Godzilla. They mark him in red. And this way you know that they now have the, I guess, allegiance to Proxima Caesar. But we come to find out that he raided all these villages, and that almost probably everyone that's a part of his kingdom have been stolen from their villages. So it's exactly like what David's saying, why would they be so gung-ho to praise this guy?
That's not what I'm saying.
No? What are you saying?
I'm saying they do this every day. They try to get into that vault and fail.
Yeah.
At what point do they just get tired of that?
Yeah.
And quit being pumped when he comes out and be like, man, fuck you.
Yeah, and
we're not going to do it.
Yeah, let's say they put...
Why are you making us try this again? It never works, dude.
Yeah, let's say they put aside their differences that they were fucking stolen from their village.
Yeah.
Even just that alone.
Just that, and they're just like, all right, man, it's been 4 weeks of this shit.
Dude,
we've done nothing different.
I'm tired.
We do the same thing every fucking time.
It's either build a fucking sandcastle wall or open this fucking gate. We're not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Something's got to give. Maybe there's another way in. Why have we not tried to find another way in?
But they're all so enthusiastic about this situation.
Proxima Caesar, William H. Macy, Freya Allen, and Noah are all meeting.
Yeah. And
I went to the bathroom. I didn't tell Braden this. I walked into the bathroom, and there was a guy peeing at the first urinal.
Nice.
Who, when I walked in, he went... he jumped and moved and positioned himself differently. I don't know what was going on when I walked in. I paid it no mind. I walked right fucking past him and just went.
You start licking your lips.
Yeah. I go, yeah.
Why you so jumpy?
Yeah, what you jumping for, boy?
What you hiding over there? Looks like I came in at the right time.
Yeah, I was like, this is weird. I'm just gonna pee and leave.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, so I really like this scene just because of Proxima Caesar. He's sitting up on this little throne kind of, and they're sitting at a table and they're eating food, and he's pretty excited to learn and have a discussion convo with them. And he immediately brings up to Freya Allen about have you heard the term evolution? And then basically describes really quickly that he's trying to evolve really quickly by getting into this vault. So this way he can access the technology from humans. So this way he can evolve instantly rather than taking from what he's been told by the dude that would take probably hundreds. William H. Macy would take them hundreds, if not probably thousands of years to get to the point of where humans were at if he can't get into that vault. So that's what he's talking about. He's not actually evolving, but in a way they are technologically if they get into the vault. That's why he was kind of bringing up evolution, this and that. And then that's when he pulls Noah to the side and describes how he's creating a kingdom. So this way, because there's 2 talking humans that are intelligent, he's like, if there's 2 of them here, there's got to be more around the world. And that means if we don't build a kingdom, if I don't do what I'm doing, one, uniting apes by really stealing them, as well as getting into these doors, they will eventually take us back over. And in a way, he's fucking right. I actually love his character, and I wish we would have got more scenes like this. I wish there was more of him in this film. Not that he wasn't in it like super short, but it just I wish we would have got even more.
He was in it pretty short.
Yeah, he kind of was.
I think we were maybe 2/3 of the way through this movie before he showed up.
100%. Yeah, totally.
Like, oh.
Yeah. So
business is picking up right now.
Yeah. So I love that. Like, that was the best scene to me of the entire film, is their discussion, their interaction, the dynamic between these characters, and the thought process.
But that's just because there was no ape rape.
Yeah. Well, hold on. You said it wasn't rape. Consensual. Oh, that was for you.
Yeah, for me. I wanted consensual. You needed rape.
Whoa.
You were like, I don't come unless there's rape.
I told you that in confidence, David.
We're amongst friends.
That's true.
Come on.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back.
So, and then he tells Noah, like, you can't trust her. And then he's like, go look over there. What do you see? And he goes, I see a bunch of stolen clans. He goes, it's a kingdom. And I was like, okay. He's like, all right, let's go eat.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, fuck this guy.
Yeah, and it was a cool little setup. Like, they're inside this, and this is exactly what I thought when we first saw the ship. They're inside of the ship, and I immediately thought, this thing is so rusty. Do you know how many apes must be dying on this thing daily?
It's a fucking nightmare.
Just a small little cut, infection immediately, no antibiotics, no steroids. They're all fucking dead.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Proximus Caesar's dying in the next week just from sitting on his fucking... This is the Game of Thrones shout-out now. Or
House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon shout-out. Sitting on that...
Iron Throne.
Iron Throne.
So
rusty Iron
Noah
Throne.
gets the eagle to fly to him. We haven't made the eagles are such a bigger deal than Braden and I have made it seem like.
Yeah.
Just know the eagles are the biggest deal in this movie, and it's not close.
Yeah.
He gets the eagle to fly and land on his arm.
And this is when he's the most emotional about this whole thing. And the eagle just knows, like, okay, now Noah finally fucking means business.
Now he's earned it.
Yeah, he was a pussy before.
Yeah, but now he's earned it.
Yeah. So he flies, gets to the arm, and
then Noah goes up. Freya Allen, William H. Macy's like, hey, I'm going to go do a lesson with the king. You should come. And she's like, I'm not fucking coming.
Even if she didn't go, I wish we just saw a fucking second of him teaching him something.
Oh, my God, I know.
So we went to the moon. We go... Yeah. And then we land on the moon.
And he's like, oh,
tell me more.
like he's just fucking into it.
Yeah, bro, like read him like a bedtime story.
Noah found a big telescope earlier.
Yes. And I am so mad that they didn't show us what they were looking at.
That's why we get another movie.
I know, but they hinted at it.
They're going to space in the next movie.
They hinted at it because when he goes into somewhere, I forget where it was, he sees Saturn dangling from the ceiling, like it was like a toy set thing. So I'm guessing
not the real Saturn.
Well, I'm guessing he looked at Saturn, right? Here's one cool little thing about it. I'm pretty sure Saturn is the one that has a moon
as the ring.
Yeah, but it has
the rings of Saturn.
There's a moon, though, that I'm pretty sure orbits Saturn, that is the most habitable planet that we've ever come across yet. And it's a full body of water, and apparently with land, too. So a full atmosphere, liquid water on the surface, and rings around Saturn, baby. Yeah. So I would fucking, that's the thing. It's like, okay, are you just
We're going to Saturn.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or is it just like, oh, space, there's things outside of Earth?
It's going to be Saturn of the Apes.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
They're going to be the next two.
Yeah.
They're fighting on the rings.
And I just wish we would have saw it.
Because you can go on the rings, you guys.
Because there was 3 fucking times that characters look through the telescope and we don't ever see what they're looking at.
That's why you got to come back for the next movie. That's how they're selling tickets, baby.
That's how they're setting you up.
Selling tickets.
You want to see what we saw?
He goes up to meet with Freya Allen, and he's like, let's stop the king. Essentially, he makes it so he can trust her. He asks her questions.
Yeah.
And then...
And now she's good at speaking.
He gets his 2 friends from earlier to help, too. She's, like, making a bomb thing, we see. And William H. Macy shows up, and he's like, you shouldn't do this. You could have a good life here. The king's going to skin your monkey alive.
I was like, damn.
And
dude.
you'll learn. And then he goes to walk away, and she runs, and she strangles him to death on the beach.
I actually liked that they had her do it correctly. She put the hooks in. She actually got it around the neck, took her other arm, placed it behind his head. There was a point where she was actually just gripping back, but still it was like proper technique for the most part. You know, sometimes you'll see it in a movie and it's just so fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I felt like she actually choked him out.
Well, William H. Macy likes getting choked by pretty girls.
He fucking
So he
does.
was like, he's like, hey, don't you fucking dare hold back.
Well,
all
that's
right?
the weird thing.
Most actors are like, well, no, I mean, I don't want to get strangled in the movie. And William H. Macy's like, oh, no, I need to get strangled.
Yeah, and that was the weird thing. Is like while he's getting strangled,
Rock hard.
and like a weird
And
pleasure look on his face.
Once he's dead, it's still rock hard. And you're like, well, come on.
There's got to be some.
This guy's not dead.
Maybe the blood flow just stays there for a little while. I don't
Maybe.
know. Yeah,
I doubt it. But,
doubt it. Yeah.
And then the monkeys throw him into the water.
And what did they fucking say? They said,
the one thing he spilled, like gunpowder or whatever she was doing to blow everything up, and she said shit.
No, not that.
So then he started saying shit.
Which is funny, yeah. I thought that when they threw him in, they said something like he's going to live or some shit. I'm like, you just threw his body unconscious in the water. Maybe I misinterpreted or misheard.
They didn't say he's going to live.
They said something. And I actually thought it was dark because I'm like, he could potentially live, bro. And you guys just like, you know, you didn't need him to die, technically.
He said, good riddance.
Yes, I'm saying. That was the darkest thing in the film, bro.
Yeah. No, when she was choking him, it made like a snapping noise.
Wow.
Like as if she broke his fucking trachea.
Hey.
Yeah, like that. So they weren't. There was no. She choked him out and they threw him in the water. It was she murdered him with her bare hands.
God.
And then they threw the dead body in the water.
So hot, dude.
Yeah,
I can't.
Freya, hey, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah.
That's your bird.
Yeah, that's my bird.
Master of birds.
So they're going. There's another way to get into where it's all weapons and shit. Oh, we find that out. It's all weapons and human intelligence inside the vault that the apes are trying to get in.
And the one thing I didn't like, it's like, okay, I get it. You had to find.
You didn't like that the apes were talking. You're like, what? This isn't realistic. This is bullshit.
When they go to climb up the back and get through the air vent in the back of the mountain, base. I don't know how long they've been there, but there's hundreds of apes there. You would think that Proxima Caesar would send 10 of them daily to...
Yeah, that's why I sarcastically was like, maybe there's another way in, guys. Maybe we go look. Yeah, it's fucking insane.
Yeah.
It doesn't... They got there in like an hour, it seems.
Yeah.
And climbed a thing, and then they had a new entrance.
And if those monkeys can do it, or apes can do it, any other apes can do it. So it's
Tyler King's like, nah, we got to keep trying to open these doors that we can't open.
This is it.
So they climb in through the back. The one ape goes, oops, and then throws his torch down the thing. It did nothing to help them.
No.
And he said oops first and then threw it. He should have said, hey, it's a movie and we need the viewer to know how far down this goes. So
yeah.
Oh, look how far it falls. We don't even see the fire anymore.
But even to do that took us to walk in, to overscan that, throw it down. Took like 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Way too much time. When they're climbing up the rocks, the two apes that aren't Noah's carrying Freya Allen on his back, and the other two apes are like fucking around, like jumping on the rock. You're like, what are you doing?
Rocks are falling, almost hitting them in the
he's
face.
like, come on. And then he almost falls and dies.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. They all get up there. It was nonsense. Like, it should have just been they climbed up.
There's so many times where I'm like, dude, this doesn't add to the story. This doesn't add to anything. Me as a viewer, maybe I've been watching too much shit like Rick and Morty where it's so fucking fast-paced, but I'm like, I don't need this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I need the bigger picture, bro.
This movie, 20 minutes could have very easily been trimmed.
Easily.
Just trimmed, like, right off the top.
So easily, dude.
Right off the top. They could have trimmed 20
minutes. And they
minutes.
could have added 20 minutes of better shit.
Or just trim 20.
Trim it, yeah. But I felt like there should have been more stuff in this film.
This wasn't a good enough movie to be 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Dude, it was, I was going to say it was like a 2.5 hour film.
This was, like, The Departed is that long.
Yeah. And how many...
The Departed uses every minute of that film
exactly
to be fucking useful.
And that's the thing about, films, like I've said in the past. Like, every moment should have a reason that's building towards something. And that's what The Departed does so well, dude. There's not one piece of fucking dialogue that isn't building towards the finale in a way, So,
they go in and Freya Allen like hits some buttons and all of the power comes on.
Yeah, but even
inside the place. But
the last thing I'll say about...
When's the last time anyone was in there to turn the power on? It all just came on?
Yeah, it's a bit far-fetched for that too. But like, why even look down? Like, there's stairs. Like, the fucking human knows how to use stairs. I don't know. Like, they even just throwing the torch, not to touch on that much longer, but it
was nonsense.
Ridiculous. But they, get to a point where they turn on all the electricity, and it's a huge base.
And she's like, stay here. And then we see Noah goes off on his own.
Yeah, immediately leaves.
And then he comes back and gets the other two, and he's like, hey, I need you. I fucked up bad. And they go into a classroom, and it's just trashed.
That's when he sees
and they
the
go,
Saturn
whoa, what happened here? He goes, well, I stepped out in the hall to drain my lizard, and then I started tapping doorknobs, and most of them were locked, and then I found that one that was open, and I was like, well, what if I just fucking go nuts in here? Like, what? He's like, yeah, so I just started going nuts, and I just trashed the place, I was spinning around, going nuts. I tried to rip the Wright brothers off the ceiling, brother.
Yeah, he's not too good with rules.
Yeah. He's like, well, I've been listening to this new song that says there's no rules.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Well, maybe if I hear the song, and then they play the song, and he just starts going nuts again. He's like, there really are no rules.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, stop. And he's like, well, turn the song off.
And then Freya Allen comes in. She's like, you're not supposed to be taking it literally.
And she's like, promise me 1,000,000 times you'll never do another rule. Promise me. And she's like, I can't promise you that. And he's like, all right, well, go back in and watch your daughter solo. It's too late for me. And she's like, what are you going to do? And then he goes, I don't know. And he starts trashing the place again. It was crazy.
I mean, just, apes monkeying around,
Yeah, absolutely. So,
so
they're in there. They see, like, books.
Yeah.
That show, it's like a zoo book, and it shows apes in the zoo.
And that's one thing that
and they're pissed.
Proxima Caesar talked about, is that they used to be in cages, and that if humans kind of rise up again, that they'll be put back into cages.
Yeah, and now Noah's like, well, fuck.
Maybe he's right. And just as that's happening, he's starting to become suspicious. Freya Allen finds guns.
She found guns. She found like a floppy disk thing.
Love floppy disks.
Seems important.
Yeah.
That's what she grabbed. That, and she found guns. We don't see her grab a gun, but of course she did.
Yeah, of course.
Why the fuck would they show it if she's like, I didn't get one?
Nah.
No ammo. And she's like, all right, time to go. And then they go out, and they go to, like, the main door.
I don't get this.
And because they're, you will in a second.
Okay.
And she's like, all right, we got to be quick. You go get your clan, and I'm going to set off the bomb.
And the bomb's
He's
outside.
like, okay. And then they open up the door, and Noah's mom's standing right there, and then the king steps right next to her, and his like big gorilla guy's with him there too.
He is amazed of what's inside.
He's immediately pissed.
Yeah, he's immediately pissed.
And if I'm Noah, I'm like, what the fuck? If I'm Noah, I'm like, yeah, I got her to open this for you.
Yeah, play it.
This is yours, King.
It ain't checkers.
It ain't checkers. I'm playing him.
Yeah.
Instead, Noah's just scared, and he's like, oh, I don't know what to do. And he's like, you motherfucker, Noah. And then like a ape grabs Noah's girlfriend. There's a girlfriend ape, by the way.
Yeah.
And like has a knife at her neck, and he's like, I want you to pick.
Yeah.
If I kill her Or if I kill Freya Allen, he's like, obviously kill the ape.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then Freya Allen shoots the ape that's holding the girl at knife. And was like, oh,
she's got a gun.
And the king's like hiding behind people.
It's so funny. He's like picking over their heads.
He's talking to her. He's like, Freya Allen, you're good to go. He's like, are there more of those inside?
Yeah, he's pumped.
Yeah, and she's like angling like she's gonna run, and Noah's like, hey, don't do it. No, don't do it. And then she runs and sets off the explosion, which breaks the outer wall, which sends the ocean into the place.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough ocean to have done this. I agree with you.
100%.
There's nowhere near enough ocean to do the amount of damage that it did.
I will say one thing. You can like...
Not that there's not enough, like the ocean.
No, yeah. It's
fuck
just,
you. The ocean's 70% of the planet.
Yeah, but the land rises, you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. It's
and
like
the cream always rises to the top.
That's
for goddamn sure.
Thank you. Now, you could technically dig down and then the water would flow in, right? But that's not the case here. It's just the fucking dam, but it's not a dam. They're literally on the beach. On the other side of the ship, we literally saw them.
It's just regular beach. And
just
like,
regular beach.
Tide going up and out.
Yeah. So, like, give me just a little bit that it's going downhill a little bit or something.
Yeah. This is also, like, the water goes in and rises up
all the
levels
way.
and levels. Like,
we're talking like 200
nonsense.
feet, like Shane McMahon dropping from the top.
Yeah. It's just nonsense levels of water.
Yeah.
The water comes in, and it's great. Freya Allen is standing up on a rock watching all of the chimps drown.
It is, yeah.
It's a horrific scene, and she's just standing there watching it with no emotion on her face.
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus, this character.
She's hot.
This character has some layers yet to be discovered.
Yeah.
This is fun.
I love it.
And they're going in there, and everyone's... It's let's survive. Noah saves his mom. He's calling out to the eagle apes. He's like, eagle apes, assemble.
Yeah.
Climb, gets to the top. The gorilla who's been like the king's dude, he is...
For some reason has a vendetta against Noah.
He's like, I can't survive and get out of here and then kill Noah. I have to kill Noah in here.
Yeah.
So that's what he's doing, and Noah's a lot smaller. So like he leads him somewhere where only Noah can get out. And then the gorilla's stuck, and Noah watches him drown.
Yeah.
And then Noah gets out and gets to the top. All of his apes are there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the king just fucking blindsides him.
Yeah.
And starts fucking him up. And he's like, I'm still the king. And none of Noah's family members or anyone helps him.
I fucking didn't like that.
They're all just standing there. It is literally the king and Noah's clan.
And
those are the only survivors of the flood.
Yeah.
Oh, man, Noah surviving a flood. God damn it, fuck this movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is another thing I was gonna say. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of little things I don't like. But hold on, before we get into those, so they fight and he's getting his ass beat. And what does he do? He starts to sing.
Well, the king says, "You will stand and bend your head to your king.
Yep.
Before you die." It's like, why would I do that?
If I'm gonna die,
yeah, just kill me, douchebag.
Fuck, yeah. Fuck face.
He's like, they will all witness you do it.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, and so then he's like on his hands and knees, Noah is, and he starts, and then everyone else is getting into it. And then we see fucking eagles come up and start pecking fucking Proxima Caesar, dude.
They take him off the cliff and kill him. It's wild.
I fucking hated it.
And then Noah's...
Before we get to the second ending, because there's like two endings to this film. That's the first one. That's like the first ending.
There's one ending to the film, weirdo.
Well, it's two different storylines in a way for that, you know.
They killed Proxima Caesar there.
Yeah, it's like a big part of the ending.
End of the movie.
10 more minutes of ending after this, bro. So, really quick, I just want to touch on before we leave this scene. One thing
movies only have one end.
That's right. They can't end twice. The first thing I didn't like is, okay, I get that they had to go through the big door so this way she can like get to the bomb as quickly as she can, whatever.
And to flood out everything.
She didn't want
them to have access to those weapons
That's a good point, yeah. But you would... Maybe she wasn't aware of the alarm, but you would think at least that they would be aware of how long it took for them to get down to the front to know that it's daylight and there's going to be a bunch of them right there that could immediately mess up the plan. You know what I'm saying? That's just the one thing, or even like the mom or the fucking girlfriend and the buddy, whatever, the two other apes that were there. You would think that they'd be like, hey, every morning at this time they're at like the front door.
Are we still recording while
your
screen's there? Okay.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? You would think that they would kind of give some awareness as to like what's going on and just not be completely oblivious as to like either what time it is or how many monkeys would be right there the moment that the gate opens up.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I was going to say is I get that he said, Eagle Clan, rise, or whatever. But still, the fact that it was like only the Eagle Clan out of like hundreds of fucking apes,
none
bro.
of the other apes
what is the chances?
knew how to climb.
Yeah, none of the other apes knew how to fucking climb.
They're
They
like,
had to wait for Noah to be like,
I don't know how to climb, so I'm kind of fucked.
Those are monkey bars.
Only the Eagle Clan can climb, so we're kind of fucked, guys.
Yeah, we're all dead. Yeah, and then the eagle thing was kind of corny. Like, I get it, but it's like...
we're an eagle movie. That's what they were saying.
Yeah.
Noah's like, all right, let's go home, guys. Yeah. And they're home, and they're rebuilding their home, and Freya Allen's there. And her and Noah talk, and he's like, can we live side by side ever? And she's like, and we look, and we see that she's gripping the gun in her back pocket. We're like, oh,
I get it, but it's kind
great.
of...
It would have been great if she killed him. And she said, I don't know.
Departed style.
And then he says, yeah. And he gives her the Caesar thing and says, important, and gives to her. And then she leaves, and she rides to a place where there's a bunch of satellites. And a woman comes out in like a full hazmat suit.
Yeah, and they put her through a cleaning thing we see in the back. Disinfect her.
Freya Allen hands the woman the thing that she took from the place.
Yeah.
And the woman goes inside, and they plug it into a thing, and the satellites start working, and they talk to someone in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
And they're all happy that there's other humans that are smart. Go.
And then Noah shows his ape girlfriend the telescope, and then looks up at the sky, and the humans look up at the sky.
And we also see like not a mural, but like a hieroglyph almost of like an astronaut on the wall. Yeah, like they're really trying to touch.
If they don't go to space, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
No, yeah, totally.
With the amount of teasers they've given for them going to space,
this is what I think is going to happen.
If that just doesn't happen,
it's going to be all
fuck them.
That's probably not going to happen to the end of the next film. So I really think...
Oh, I'm fine with that.
No, totally.
But if at some point we don't get apes in space, what the fuck are we doing here?
We will, because that's what they did in the past films, and that's 100% what they're leading to now. What's going to be is now that we have satellite between humans, this and that, there's going to be some humans in space, like some astronauts, and they're going to come down. And when they come down, there's going to be this whole movie that's supposed to be about humans living side by side now with apes because they're both intelligent, right? And then at the end, there's probably going to be some war, something that's going to happen to where the apes now get into the astronaut spaceship and go back up into space. And then we're going to start the next movie with this time jump where apes now come back down from space, and now there's going to be like either humans are fucking dumb again or have risen up again. That's what it's going to be. Humans have risen up again, and then these talking space monkeys are going to be the only.
Then we're going to get Rise of the Planet of the Humans, Dawn of the Planet of the Humans, War for the Planet of the Humans, Kingdom of the Planet of the Humans.
Yeah.
And then whatever the next two are going to be called.
Yeah.
All right, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. 12 total movies.
It's basically just a big paradox where it just keeps happening over and over again, where monkeys get smart, then humans get smart, then monkeys get dumb.
And they keep making the movies.
They just literally they keep
doing it.
Yeah.
Guys, that's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. It's whatever.
Yeah.
See it in IMAX if you're going to see it.
Yeah.
Don't like watch it at home.
Yeah. Visually, it's stunning, but
no reason to do that.
No.
If you're going to see it, go see it in theaters, see it in IMAX. 'Cause it was beautiful. It was very cool.
The only way that this franchise could get any better, I don't want to say as if it couldn't get better. I'm saying like what they should be doing moving.
How could it get any better than this?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like what they should be doing moving forward into the other movies is basically what me and David would talk about. They need some hybrid babies, right? They've been talking about it, every writer, every producer.
I don't need the babies,
but at least some.
I need consensual sex.
Yeah, I want the hybrid babies more, but yeah, consensual sex I want too.
But Braden wants the babies to be made through rape.
No.
He's big on that. He was like, I want the baby made through rape. and I want the woman to be like, I really don't want this baby.
I'm gonna have kids one day. They're gonna be like, Dad, you wanted rape? I'm gonna be like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he did.
But that is what they're missing. And if they don't want just a verbatim,
You're going to have
redundant,
kids through rape because that's how it's got to happen.
Chill. If they don't do that, then they're missing the opportunity, and it's just going to be the same verbatim, redundant shit over, but just with better CGI. They need hybrid babies. They need consensual sex. That's the only way this shit gets really good and interesting.
You know what movie has a ton of hybrid babies and consensual sex?
David, it's the Nutty
It's the
Professor.
Nutty Professor, guys. Every baby's a hybrid, and all sex is consensual. That's the only way Eddie Murphy operates.
Exactly.
That is the only way. You know what movie could have non-consensual sex? I don't know. Guys, we're going back to the movies. We're going to see The Strangers, Chapter 1. I don't know if it's a remake of The Strangers from like the 2000s or if it's just the furthering of that story. But I loved The Strangers when it came out.
Yeah, it affected me emotionally. I got mad.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. So we're going back to the movies. The Strangers, Chapter 1. Go to your movie theater and check it out.
I fucking can't wait. We're going to get all strange.
And Braden, June 10th is right around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Now, let's say someone's watching this right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say someone's listening to this right now.
Oh, fuck.
And they're like, man, I loved hearing them break down Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to hear them break down The Strangers Chapter 1. But I want them to do my favorite movie on June 10th. Braden, how would people go about asking us to do their favorite movie?
Oh, David, they just got to hit us up on Instagram.
We have an Instagram?
Yeah. Send us a DM.
What is it?
Oh, dude, it's 56 Kings.
Hold on, so you mean at FIVESIXKING
S.
on Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And they just send us a DM and they deal with us directly?
Dude, straight up.
But what if we had a Dean of Discipline? Then who would they deal with?
I mean, they would deal with the Dean of Discipline.
Guys, you deal with the Dean of Discipline. And speaking of which, if you think you'd be a good fit for the Dean of Discipline, send us a DM and deal with us directly.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Dean of Discipline, you're gonna handle all of the social media.
Yeah.
You're gonna edit. You're gonna post the videos,
Oh, yeah.
the fucking episodes. You're really just gonna keep everybody in line around here because it's what we need. And for your trouble, we're gonna give you 10% of all future earnings of the 5-6 Kings, guys. 10%. It's like buying Microsoft in the 70s. And Braden, what did people who had the opportunity to buy Microsoft in the 70s and passed on it do?
Killed themselves.
They killed themselves, guys. Don't kill yourself. Send us a DM. Apply to be the Dean of Discipline of the 5-6 Kings. Braden, when do new episodes of the 5-6 Kings come out?
Oh, David, it's every fucking Monday, bro.
Nope.
Motherfucking Monday.
Every
bro.
motherfucking Monday. But what if it isn't? You know,
I mean,
because sometimes it won't be.
Yeah.
In the summer, we're gonna be doing like The Boys comes out on like a Thursday
Yeah.
or something, and we'll just release those immediately.
Yeah.
We'll probably do live episodes and release then. I
Yeah.
think that's what makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm. So then it won't be on Monday.
Yeah, guys, it just isn't.
Yeah.
Because something that's not can't be.
Yeah.
Guys, it's every motherfucking Monday, unless it's not. I don't know how else to tell you. You got anything else for the kind folks? Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you all very much. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
Bitch,